Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading will be slightly different than the usual mid-monthly reading. And I'll explain why and how I'm going to do that. So first of all, I'd like to again apologize for not posting the general readings for the month of June and for not posting any videos over the past couple of weeks. I've been dealing with some personal issues, so instead of trying to go back and do that now, and we're at the middle of the month, I've decided to go ahead with the mid-monthly readings, but instead of just doing the love and romance and career and finance portion of the reading, I'm adding in additional cards for sort of a general overview for the remaining part of the month. So that's what you see here. So I'll be using for the general reading for the last 2 weeks of June, I'll be using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck. I'm knocking stuff over here. Okay, and that's by Jennifer Galasso. And I will be pulling an oracle card to go along with that from the Sacred Traveler Oracle Card deck by Denise, Linn. For the love and romance portion of the reading, I will be using these oracle cards. I've used them before, not in a while. I haven't used them in a while actually, but I was led to use them for the mid-monthly. So the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reid. And I will pull an additional oracle card for the love and romance reading from James Van Praagh's The Power of Love activation cards. And looking at career and finance, I'll be using the Chrysalis Tarot. Okay, and this is Paintings by Holly Sierra and written by Tony Brooks. And as additional guidance for the career and finance, I will be pulling a Life Purpose Oracle card by Doreen Virtue. Okay, again, as I like to remind you, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate. The only way to get a truly personalized reading would be to order a private reading from me. If you're interested, you can contact me using the INSTANTGO app. Just download the app and search for me. On the app, I'm Changing Phases Tarot. I've put the information about the INSTANTGO app in the information box below. Or you could email me at changingphasestarot@gmail.com or take a look at my site, changingphasestarot.weebly.com. There you'll find the types of readings that I offer as well as pricing. And just, like I usually try to do in these, I don't always remember, but I try to just, thank everybody. I really do appreciate all of my viewers, everybody who takes the time to watch my videos, especially, to like, to comment. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. So I will stop for now, and we'll see each of the signs in 1 second for your reading. Hi Leo, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your mid-monthly reading for June 2018. As you can see, I have already laid out the spreads to save a little bit of time. So we will begin with the general reading. Okay, as I explained in the introduction, because I did not do the June general reading at the beginning of the month, I've just decided to do a mini reading, right, and add it in with the mid-monthly. So that's what we are starting off with. So we have, in the past position, the Ace of Cups. And actually, I just saw that. You have the Ace of Cups is in the general reading, and it's also in your career and finance. And for some reason, a lot of the signs that I've done so far, like the messages in the career and finance, are very similar to the general messages. So we'll see how that plays out. But Ace of Cups in the past. In the present position, we have the Two of Wands. In the outbound energy for the month, we have Major Arcana number 21, the World card. And the card from the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the last 2 weeks of the month, the Six of Cups. And the Oracle card from the Sacred Traveler deck is Distant Thunder. It says, clear the air. And we'll get into the meaning of this after we go through the main spread here. So starting off with the Ace of Cups. The Suit of Cups Has to do with, well, it's water energy, so it deals with our emotions, our feelings, relationships. It has to do with intuition, psychic abilities. And aces in the tarot are new beginnings. They're also, yes cards. So if there's an answer that you've been waiting to receive, the Ace of Cups comes in to give you that yes that you've been waiting for. But also, they're offerings. It's usually in the traditional tarot, there's the hand of the universe extending this, this new offering. And this does sit in the past. So in the recent past, there might have been a new offer of something that came into your life. Obviously, this is going to play out differently. It could be in the, relationship sector. The Ace of Cups can speak of a new offering of love, a new relationship. Can be even, sort of proposal, maybe. But it's something that's going to bring you a great deal of joy. If this isn't, relationship, or if it doesn't have to do with love and relationships, it could be, a new offering in the sense of it's a new job offering that, that's bringing you a great sense of joy, something that you're feeling very happy about here with the Ace of Cups. It can be a renewal as well. So, again, if this is in a relationship, this sort of renewal within the relationship. It can also have to do with even mending a relationship, So if you'd spent time apart from an individual, this could be, mending, coming together, and mending the relationship. Can be also a partnership, right? Whether this is, a partnership in the romantic sense, sort of coming together, like I was saying with the engagement or marriage, or it could be a partnership, partnering up with somebody on a new, possibly a new endeavor. And it's brought you to this Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is a card of choices, right? Of needing to make a decision. And you do have another card which speaks of decisions, right, and choices as the overall energy for the career and finance. So that could definitely be a decision that you are, currently facing, being asked to make, possibly related to either this new offering, proposal, possibly could be a new job, a new project. And then, with Wands energy, Wands deals with the day-to-day matters in life. It has to do with our work, has to do with creativity, creative projects. It can have to do with our own ambition and drive and determination for getting those things done. And this is a very empowered card, right? Or it's a very empowering energy, this Two of Wands, because you see that the man here, he's holding the two wands, but many times it's sort of him standing, looking down these two paths, trying to figure out, which path is going to be the right one for him. And there really is no right or wrong answer, right? It just happens to be if you choose, for example, to go, down the path on the left-hand side, then obviously by choosing that path, you're not choosing the path on the right-hand side. It doesn't mean that one is better than the other or one is right and one is wrong. It merely means that, you are deciding and you have the power and the authority to take matters into your own hands and, be sort of this kind of trailblazer, risk taker. You're deciding which path is the best one for you. So if you do choose to accept this, Ace of Cups and go down this new path, know that it's the right one for you, right? That you are supposed to do that. And then we have the World card is the outbound energy, which definitely speaks of, a significant chapter in your life ending and a new beginnings. And this is a major arcana card, and it's the last of the major arcana cards, right? The major arcana start with the Zero card, the Fool, beginning his journey. And then he works through the major arcanas, and they're, in order to grow spiritually, right? He learns along the way until reaching the World card. So it's the culmination of his journey. So could be a significant chapter in your life ending, new beginnings, renewal, rebirth, new cycles, new opportunities, and obviously there needs to be an ending in order to bring in, allow, give space for this new energy to come in. So, if this is a job, if you've been at a job for quite a while, I was just looking down here at the career and finance, very similar messages, really. It looks as though, you are embarking upon it could be a completely new job, right? A new career path. If this is in the sense of renewal, staying with the same company, but maybe there's an offering for a raise, promotion, moving up in the company, which explains the new beginnings, the cycle's ending. And then we have the Six of Cups as the overall energy. So it's, more cups, more water energy, but the Six of Cups it's a card that speaks of past. Sometimes it has to do with, past life kind of connections, memories. Sometimes it can be people from your past reappearing. It can be thinking back to a moment in your past, a job that you used to hold, friends from your childhood, your childhood, the happiness that you felt when you were a child, happy times from the past. It can be reconnecting with old friends. It can be maybe this new job or new path has something to do with or is some way connected with your childhood home or people from your past. Could be a job that you used to do in the past and you're going back to. So there's something, a past or involved or related to maybe what this new beginning is. And the Six of Cups can also have to do with past life connections. So there could be, it could be a brand new path that you're following, but it's, there's some type of past life connection, and it's definitely in your life's path or life's purpose to go after or to follow whatever this new thing is. Now, the Oracle card that you have, I like to read the full meaning from the guidebook for the Oracle card, so let me find it. Oops, wrong book. Hold on. Let me find where I put my guidebook for that one. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. And it's Distant Thunder. And this card says, dramatic purification, renewal, and healing are occurring on many levels. Don't be concerned if there is chaos in your life. In this instance, it is good. It is shaking things up so you don't become stagnant. If you're auric-filled or your personal space is cluttered, it's difficult for exciting new experiences and opportunities to come into your life. It's time to clear out clutter. Release the old, discarded, and unused. Clear the air and release situations and people who don't empower you. Purify the dross out of your life. In order for renewal to occur, the old needs to make way for the new. I just said that. That's so funny. I just said that with the World card, right? So the Sacred Traveler wants you to know, on the distant horizon, a storm is brewing. Great shards of lightning are thunderbolting to the earth from the heavens. It can feel chaotic, but it heralds a time of renewal. The thunderstorm clears the dust out of the air and re-energizes the earth. Be open to change. It's all good, even if it doesn't seem like it. New energy is flooding your energy field. Examine your life and see if there is anything that needs to be cleared, renewed, or released. Now is the time. Renewal and even rebirth is at hand. And that definitely ties in with the rest of the messages from your reading here. So very interesting. Actually, I think what I'll do is I have been going sort of, down the table here, but I'm going to skip over and I'll come back to the relationship in 1 second, because I think that the messages from the career and finance portion of the reading really do tie in with this first part. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so career and finance for you. You have in the past, the recent past, you have the 10 of Spirals. This would be the 10 of Wands. In the present, you have the Ace of Mirrors. This is the Ace of Cups, which is the same card that you had in the first reading. And the outbound energy for the month is the 9 of Mirrors. This would be the 9 of Cups. And the overall energy for the 2 weeks, right, this last 2 weeks of the month, Major Arcana number 6, the Lovers. And the Oracle card from the Life Purpose Oracle card deck is Light and Love. Your purpose is to bring divine healing, light, and love to this world. It's a little hard to see because the colors are very faint, right? Very pretty sort of lilac and pink, so kind of faint, but we have this beautiful angel here. So, beginning with the Ten of Spirals in the past, the Suit of Wands, again, we have the Two of Wands up here, so, you know, same energy of day-to-day matters and, you know, work, creative projects, but the Ten of Spirals, Tens in the Tarot are endings, right? They're endings that give way to new beginnings. After the Ten of Spirals, it would circle back to the Ace, right? It would be the Ace of Spirals. And aces are new beginnings, like we were saying with the Ace of Cups. So, you know, even though things might, you know, and it does sit in the past, which is, you know, a good thing, I think, because the Ten of Spirals can be a difficult energy because it's feeling, you know, very overburdened. It's feeling, if you know, we're looking at career and finance, so it's kind of that taking on too much at work, you know, being that workaholic, pulling too many shifts, taking on too many projects. And just generally, you know, feeling overwhelmed and overburdened and very tired, exhausted from doing so much, from taking on so much. And it's interesting because in this particular deck, the Ten of Spirals, you can see that he's at this crossroads. And usually, remember I was saying with the Two of Wands from the other reading, usually this card, it shows the man at a crossroads, at a fork in the road, trying to figure out which way to go. And it's interesting that on this, you know, in this particular deck, it does have slightly different interpretations for some of the cards. So in this deck, it's actually called the Crossroads card, right? And it does speak of, it speaks of a couple of different things, sort of thinking about opportunities, you know, or things that you missed out on in the past. So past regrets, but it also speaks of, you know, these new things. If he's at this crossroads, you know, there is this sort of life-changing choice that he's being faced with here. And we have the choice coming up again with the Lovers card as the overall energy. So you could have been facing a significant choice with the 10. I mean, it usually shows that you've been at whatever, you know, the situation is. In this case, could be a job. You know, you've been there for quite a while. And so this is an ending, you know, and a significant ending. It's time to sort of lighten your load, you know, release that in order to give way to something new, which is what you have coming in here in the present, this Ace of Mirrors, right? And one thing to remember with this, going back to the, you know, being at the crossroads, it's all about looking forward, you know, and it's interesting because this man, he has, you know, he's actually a centaur, but he's unable to look back. I mean, look how much he has, so many spirals on his back that he's actually incapable of, you know, turning back and seeing what's behind him. So it's about not looking back, you know, keeping your eyes on the road ahead, focusing on, you know, on what's coming up for you, on, you know, the opportunities coming up ahead for you. And you do have that with this Ace of Mirrors. So much like the, you know, the Ace of Cups, same messages that we had in the first part of the reading. In this deck, you know, again, slightly different interpretation. Yes, it has to do with new beginnings, but in this deck, it's also a card, or the key word for the card is feelings. So, you know, you could be feeling very happy about this new opportunity coming in. And once again, it is, you know, it can be a new creative project. And we have this creative sort of energy flowing here. You see on all this water flowing out of the mirror. So this could have to do with, you know, a new job, or it could be a new creative endeavor. Could be a new job in which you use your creative abilities and talents, you know. And this Ace of Mirrors is a card that, definitely speaks of, new energies flowing, new creative energies flowing, new projects, coming in for you. And it's, and you're feeling very, very upbeat, very happy, very excited about it, especially after leaving behind this 10 of spirals, which has been, this long sort of slog, this long uphill battle. You're now kind of, I feel like you're coasting downhill with this, flowing, I guess, with all the water energy flowing downstream instead of going downhill. And then as the outbound energy, you have the 9 of mirrors. Now, 9 of mirrors or 9 of cups is the minor arcana version of the star card. So it's the wish upon a star, right? It's the having your dreams fulfilled, your dreams come true. It's a card of great joy, great happiness. And in this deck, we also have, we have the sunflowers, which, obviously, sun, if you think of the sun card and all the sunflowers usually on it, I mean, it's a card of great happiness, great joy. We have the butterfly also on here. So again, we had the butterfly up here on the world card. So this new, renewed, or new energy, new cycles, new life, metamorphosis and change. So that could definitely be, and you see all the raindrops coming down. So there's sort of just all this good creative energy and good, joy kind of raining down on you. So whatever this new thing is, and it's obviously going to be different for each person watching, if this is, a new creative project or a new job or, even a promotion. I mean, it's bringing a great amount of joy into your life. And then again, we have this choice card. So we had it with the sort of the crossroads over here, and then we have it with the Lovers card. Now, the Lovers card speaks of a head or heart decision. So if you are deciding, whether to take the job or not, or if you're weighing up two different, staying in the one job or leaving, or, whatever the choice is, it's sort of a head or heart. Do you go with your head, with the job that pays more money, that offers more stability? Do you go with your heart? It's the one that, can really fulfill you sort of creatively, it's that type of energy. It can also have to do with partnership. Obviously, in a romantic sense, the Lover's card is obviously the soulmate card. But, looking at career and finances and relating it to this part of your reading, it can speak of a decision. It can be you partnering with, somebody else on this project. This could be somebody, coming in to work with you on whatever this new opportunity is. But, choices, new beginnings, and, great happiness and joy from these new beginnings. And the Soul Purpose card, the Oracle card, let me find the full description here. It says, light and love. You are a conduit of God's pure light and love, and you bring this healing energy through with your prayers, visualizations, and positive intentions. This is your life purpose. Although it may seem non-specific, rest assured that your prayers have helped in significant, specific ways. You are anchoring divine light and love to the earth, which is ensuring that the planet is safe, stable, and protected. Please keep up this good work, as it is necessary and valuable. You can also channel this purpose in other ways as well. For example, your natural spiritual gifts make you a wonderfully successful healer. Whether you conduct energy work, counseling, or some other form of physical or psychological therapy, always remember to bring through the divine healing force. You don't need to drain your own energy, as there is an unlimited supply readily available for all who tap into the divine. This card also signifies that you can heal your present situation by applying light and love to it and everyone involved. Hold only positive and loving thoughts and feelings and watch the blessings multiply in beautifully surprising ways. Beautiful. And you do have, so much sort of this emotion coming through with, this 8 of mirrors or 8 of cups plus Ace of mirrors and 9 of mirrors. So, definitely a lot of emotions coming through, right, with these watery mirrors energy. So yeah, new projects, and possibly using, right, this light and love, using your gift to bring light and love to the world as well. So very nice. All right, now we go back to the love and relationships. So we have here, and I'm using the oracle cards, the wisdom of the oracle, for the love portion of the reading for this month. We have in the past, card number 10, Unfinished Symphony. In the present, card number 51, Milk and Honey. In the outbound energy, card number 38, To Be Fair. The card from the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the last 2 weeks for love and relationships, is card number 20, Imagine. And the oracle card from the Power of Love deck is Vision. No matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving, just universe. All right, so starting off with card number 10, Unfinished Symphony. As the name of the card suggests, this has to do with things that are unfinished, right? Not complete. And what would that be? If we think of it does sit in the past. So if we think about past relationships, there could be unfinished business in a past relationship, or a lack of closure. Sometimes relationships end, for whatever reason, and we feel as though, well, I didn't get that closure I needed. The person just broke things off with me, and I didn't really understand why, or things ended very abruptly and we never got to have that last sort of sit down and talk things over. So it's a need. There's a need to make amends with this card. And if we think about what comes after, it's a little difficult, or sometimes it can be difficult to move on when we've had these past relationships that have ended, abruptly, that we haven't had the closure that we needed. It does make things difficult. If we left things unsaid, maybe we really wanted to, to say we were sorry to somebody else, or maybe, we really needed to hear, something from that other person to give us that closure in order to move on. So, there could be something to do with the need for closure or need to make amends in order to move on. And we do have, sort of the rest of the reading here, it does speak of sort of new things and possibly calling new people, calling in your soulmate or calling in new people into your life. But there might be a need to, to take care of this unfinished business or this unfinished symphony. How could you do that? I mean, it can be in the form of, if possible, because I know sometimes, not all relationships end well, and so you might not want to go back and, contact that person again, but you could call the person, you could send them a message, you could email them, and just at least, get your point across, tell them what you felt. I felt like this, and this when the relationship ended. Even if you don't get anything back, at least it's sort of the peace of mind that, well, I said what I needed to say. If I needed to apologize, I did that. It's to give closure, but it's more for yourself in order to move on, And then, like I was saying, the rest of the reading, you have in the present this very positive, very upbeat Milk and Honey card, which is a card of abundance, a card of great happiness, prosperity. We see this beautiful sort of having everything that you wish for, and things going well. And you see there's even a beautiful sort of, it's very difficult to make out these faint faces, but there's this, sort of smiling face here, in the clouds with the rainbow. So it's kind of like something's in the air, something's coming in, and it's very good. It's that, if things have been a little bit difficult, and you've put that behind you, this is now you really feeling, open and ready to move on, to have a new relationship. And one thing, you know, with the outbound energy here of this, to be fair, there might be a need, you know, in thinking about getting into new relationships, there might be a need for you to have more balance. This, to be fair, it kind of reminds me a little of the Temperance card, in the sense that, you know, there's this sort of need for balance, a little bit like the Justice card. There's you know, also this sort of cause and effect that goes along with the To Be Fair card. But it's, you know, it's really about you treating others how you would like to be treated. And, you know, obviously, the need to be fair with others and to be treated fairly. So, you know, there's a needing to find sort of common ground, find that middle, you know, the balance within the relationship. You need to speak your mind, but at the same time, you need to listen. You know, you need to be heard, but you also, you know, it's the give and take. It's the cause and effect. It's about also being open, you know, being open, and allowing yourself to open to others as well, like being open to new relationships, but new relationships that are going to be more balanced, you know, that are going to bring you a greater sense of value and respect. Respect is definitely coming through with this card. And then with the overall energy of the Imagine card, you know, what is Imagine? Imagine is everything that you come up with in your mind, right? It's what you dream up. It's, oh, you know, my idea of the perfect boyfriend is this, and this, or my idea of a perfect girlfriend, or, you know, whatever your perfect partner might be. It's about turning that, you know, bringing it out of your mind, of just imagining, of just thinking about it and dreaming about it, and bringing it into reality, manifestation, right? Kind of like the Magician card. It's about manifesting, partnering with the universe, right? Trusting in the universe, but manifesting instead of just keeping it all up in, you know, up in your in your heart or in your thoughts. I mean, it's great to have those thoughts about, you know, that perfect person, whatever perfect means for you. But, you know, that perfect person coming into your life and this wonderful new relationship coming into your life, that's fine. But, you know, it's also kind of like the Seven of Cups, you know. It's great to have all of those options and think about it. And, well, wouldn't it be great if the person, you know, was like this, was funny, was intelligent, was whatever, you know, and you go listing all of the things. Well, yeah, that all sounds great, you know, but until you actually make the first move and take that step and open yourself up and get out and, you know, meet the person, it's all just going to stay in your imagination. So it has to do with, you know, bringing those things into reality, manifesting the type of, you know, relationship that you really want for yourself. This card can also mean that, you know, there is this person that you have been imagining and is very close to coming into your life right now. It could happen over the next couple of weeks, you know, or very soon thereafter. And, you know, this is definitely going to be sort of a change, but a change for the better for you, you know, with this Milk and Honey card. Now let's look at this Vision. Let me find my book. Vision is the Oracle card for you. So we have, now that your blinders are coming off, you are able to see the world and beyond the physical through your spiritual vision. You are embracing the secret mission, which is the reason you agreed to participate in this dimension. You can envision a universe so vast, beautiful, and spectacular that miracles are a part of your everyday experience. Your higher intellect has been stimulated, and you can recognize the higher essence of other souls and know their lessons. You are able to grasp the difficult lessons of grief, loss, and sorrow, seeing them as experiences from which to grow. Spiritual guides, angels, and master teachers are drawn to you whether you are aware of their presence or not. You have agreed on a soul level to be a conduit of deep spiritual truths, which you easily manifest into the physical. You have a strong intuitive sense of what you need to do on a large scale to bring your vision to the masses. This may be through creative arts such as writing, singing, painting, or speaking, or as a spiritual practitioner. As you embrace and live out your vision, you remind others how to dance to the tune of divinity and the oneness of being. And that's interesting because, I feel that this might not tie in with this romance portion of the reading, but these two messages together, the light and love and the vision, this is very much about, you having a very special gift, and needing to share of that gift, right? Which is this, bringing light and love, which you're able to tap into, this knowledge, or the knowledge of the invisible realm. So definitely, that came through sort of twice for you here with the vision and light and love cards. So very nice reading. It looks like it's going to be a nice end of the month for you. I do hope that the messages have helped you in some way. I thank you for joining me, and I look forward to reading for you again. Just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful rest of the month. Bye for now.